Let's prepare our winter-themed items.
I've taken this wooden, this little wooden cutting board. I've only painted it silver on one side, the other side doesn't matter. And if you recall, I had purchased these tassels. So I'm actually going to take one and push it through the hole and have it dangle on the other side. I gotta push this through. Doesn't have the longest tail, so if I can get it through like so. There we go. There we go. Just wanted to get it through. Like that. And I had also purchased these little bows. I picked a black one and I'm going to put it right on top. Got to get my glue gun going again. Right on top with some hot glue. We'll glue it up there. So it's not going to take a lot of hot glue, and this hot glue is also going to hold this string together. There we go. Perfect. And then I thought, what can I do image-wise to match the rest of our theme? Well. If you recall in my die cut purchases, I had bought a gnome die cut, and you could build this die cut in 3 different ways. And so I built it as a snow gnome. So instead of a pudgy round nose, he's got a carrot and he's got twigs for arms. And I'm going to put him right there. Just going to find my little glue. And we'll put him in there. I need a bit of weight here. Once he's settled in, we'll see what we can do to decorate this even more. Then I have 2 options. I have these little shaker snowflakes that we can glue, or these crystal dots. The blue matches. Or do I do both? I think I kind of like the snowflakes. I think we need more though, so maybe we'll do both. I'll add a bit of the blue crystals in between, but I will do the snowflakes for sure because I think it falls with the theme. The theme is winter, not Christmas. I'm gonna let that settle in. Sorry, this bottle it was just to add weight on my gnome. And what if we did a few dots in there just to add more blue to the design? Maybe in between, or maybe on the snowflake. Come here, you. Come here, you. And that one's not glued down yet. Okay, honestly, by the time I get this guy, he won't stick anymore. Exactly, it doesn't stick anymore. What if we put it on top of the snowflake? What does that look like? Or does that take away from the snowflake? They're too big for the snowflakes. I don't like that. Okay. All right. Let me contemplate that one a little bit further. There we go. I added a few of the blue dots. And I think this is done. I think it's just simple, elegant, very pretty. I purchased these wooden snowflakes. There were 10 in a package. And these wooden mittens, again, there was 10 in a package. I've taken 4 of the snowflakes and painted them white. I've taken 2 of them and painted them silver. And with the mittens, I've taken 2 and painted them silver. And I took 4 and I painted them blue. Okay, so I'm still in the figuring stage of this one. And here's what I am thinking. I've cut off a strand of string. And I've decided that I'm going to do a white snowflake, blue mitten. You can't even see. Silver snowflake, blue mitten. White snowflake, silver mitten, white snowflake, blue mitten, silver snowflake, blue mitten, and white. So we're going to string our snowflake from the front side, and we're going to leave it a tail, and let's just give it a good enough tail. And we're going to bring this forward from the front to the front, and oh goodness, I'm stuck, and push it through the hole again. And I'm just using one of these little plastic needles because it's the first needle I found. And by doing this way, you're basically locking it in. And we're going to go on the other side. See how I'm doing this? I'm still in a testing phase here. Okay. And that basically locks that piece in. And in that position. Oh goodness. I took out beads in the event that I might add beads to this. I'm still in the debate stage for that. So the next one is a mitten. So we're coming in from the back. And I'm going to try and avoid going through your strand. And in doing that this way, it kind of locks it into position. There we go. And you can hang them that way. So we're front, which means front. And here's an example of how we're going to do it. So let's try and get our distances. Let's get everything out of the way here so that we can properly see. Because as I said, I'm figuring this out as we're going. I'm going to try and make some room. Maybe bring it in a little closer. And then we're going to, again, here, let me bring this closer to you. My strand is in the back, bring it to the front, back into the hole. It's in the back again, back into the hole on the other side of this angle, and now it's locked in. And we're going to keep doing that till we get to the end. Now once you've stranded them all, you're going to grab your end and you're going to do one of these loopy knots so that you can have, okay, so here's how your knot is going to look. And you're going to remove your needle from the other side, cut this strand to shrink it a bit. So let's do this side as well. Double on yourself. Bring the knot down. And there we go. Then I thought, in order to add a bit of creation, let's add stickers. And I only had 2 that are the same, the rest are similars. So I spread those out as best as I could. And there we go. We're going to add a sticker to each mitten. Adding a sticker to each mitten. I'm sorry if I was out of shot there. Placing them similarly to each other. There we go. Now I thought of adding dots to each of the snowflakes, and so this blue literally matches this one. The glue didn't take. Like so. I don't think there's glue on that one. Like so, and I'll do that to all of them actually. There we go. We have all of our snowflakes dazzled up. Then I thought, between these two, there is no snowflake. How about we add a tassel and some of these beads? So I'm stringing some beads onto the hook part. I think we should be good with 5 beads. And then in the middle here, we're going to string this in. So we're basically looping that tassel into that leftover loop. I hope this works. A little bit hard to do, but doable. I'm almost done. There we go. We did it. Technical issue here. Hold on. There we go. There, and then when we hang this in, it's got a tassel right in the middle. Fantastic. And there we have it. We have made ourselves a little garland for winter. As with all of our themed sessions for this year, I'm going to grab my 3 mason jars. One will be in blue, one will be in silver, the other will be in white. My 3 jars have been painted. I'm going to have them go this way, I'm going to keep the silver in the middle basically. I'm now going to take some twine, wrap it around the lip of each, and put a bow. So we're going to take our jar, give ourselves enough, then I'm going to wrap it inside the first lip and the second lip. So 5 times, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which makes it pretty full. Give myself enough. Goodness. We're going to do a square knot. I like to do a knot to just lock it in. and then do our bow. Just like that. And there you have it. So now all three are done. So for our jars, I thought of using these eucalyptus. They're a little on the darker side with a tinge of a bluish, tealy type of color, which I thought was perfect for our theme, which is winter. And so I'm going to use a few, plop them into each, and we can consider that one done. So winter is sparse, so we don't need to make them very thick. I've decided to take 4 picks each. In order to conserve them, I'm just bending the bottoms of the pick, and here we go. And here we have all 3 of our jars. Awesome, perfect, another one done.
To make these books, I took a 4x6 plank of wood along with strips of bamboo, which I cut to size, some to 6 inches, the others to 4 inches, and we're going to glue these to the plank. So I glued my pieces around the 4x6 planks, and I got all these on Temu, by the way. So I put some wood glue, and I glued the strips on to each side to make 4 sides and give it the thickness of a book. In order to be able to work with this a little bit quicker, I added some hot glue in the corners because I didn't put any wood glue there, and the hot glue actually helps to secure it immediately, but the wood glue actually gives you the strength. It could be a little finicky. I won't lie. You could be fighting to keep some of these pieces in place from time to time, but quite honestly, for a few other projects, I've made quite a few of these. Not so much of an issue. Now once you've done your 4 sides, you're going to let it sit. Once it's dry, you're going to grab another plank, and you're going to cover it. You're going to put it on top of the portion that you've done the bottom and the sides with. So you're going to add some wood glue to the edges and top it with your plank, and you're going to let that sit. I would even add some weight to it to make sure that it takes. And that's it. You've just made yourself some books, or a book. You're going to need 3 of these.
Along with what we always have been doing this for our seasonal decor, I have my last set of books that are ready to go, again, a blue, a white, and a silver. Okay, all three of them have been painted. I've also added the title of each book. So one of them is named Gingerbread, the other is Hot Cocoa, the last one is Fireplace. We're now going to take our hot glue and glue them each to each other. And I want them in this order. So the blue for myself, blue, white, and silver. Okay, so here we go. Glue gun ready. Perfect, and I'm really loving this color combination. Now for our books. I was thinking of doing goodness. I didn't give myself a lot, did I? I'm doing them like a gift. Maybe we bring this a little longer. Bring this way. I need it longer. I think I should have enough with that. All right, let's do this. So from in the middle-ish, you go around, twist, but I want to twist it a little to this end so that we are on this side of the writing. Perfect. And then we can go under because it'll help tie everything in. Hold on. I made sure I had more than enough, didn't I? Square knot. And a bow. Oh, how nice. Just gonna trim my end. There we go. Voila, our books are done. And along with the painting, we're going to paint our beautiful little birdhouse. I already started emptying my paintbrush on this one, so I'm just gonna finish it up. While I have white on my paintbrush, again, I'm going to paint the white sections of my little birdhouse. We're going to add some silver to the front of our birdhouse and to the stoop. My lovely birdhouse is now complete. The body is blue, the bottom and the roof are white, and the little knob, the eave, and the little stoop has been painted silver. And I would consider this little item done. I'm going to have a tiny little bluebird to go with it. We're now going to make our wreath, because every season we make a wreath. We've made a wreath so far, so we may as well keep with the tradition. I need my clippers, if I can find them, and we're going to clip the tails of these because they are very long. I'll be right back. Okay. So these are the same eucalyptus used for our jars. We keep trying to keep it all in the same family. We're going to take the little end, tie it into the big end, and maybe even keep it loose to a certain degree. Considering that these are a single strand, so let's bend them. Trying to figure this one out here, because this is a new way of doing it for me. Okay, there we go. This is how it'll look. So I've taken out some zip ties. I was going to say ziplock again, just like the last time, and we're going to zip tie them together. There we go. There's one. Now this needs to get tied in with the other one. So it's always 2 zip ties to attach them together. I'm leaving a tail, which is fine, because we're going to do it all the way around. So let's do this one. We're going to tie it. About here. Now we're going to take that little end and zip tie that together as well. Now we're going to do these. And that last bit, let's secure it in because it's protruding out, you see. by zip tying it to the other one. It brings it closer. Just like that. Now we're going to cut our tails. And voila, we have our little mini wreath all ready to go.